In today's reading, we are going to be getting a message from Hecate about how you're going to shine, how you're finally ready to shine. For today's reading, there are 2 piles to choose from. Representing the crossroads for Hecate, you can choose this path, or you can choose this path. These 2 tarot decks will be used for this reading, and these 2 tarot decks are going to be used for this reading. So take a moment to gaze upon the piles, to meditate on each group. You will find the timestamps down in the description. I will see you at your reading. Welcome, Group 1. This is for those of you who have chosen this card to represent how you're ready to shine, how you're finally ready to let your star shine brightly. If you're here, that means you've been working on it and you've been praying for it and you've been doing the work. You see these kinds of energies, these goddess energies, they only will come to you if you're ready to do the work or you have been doing the work. So this isn't just a dream that you've been having. It's also something that you've been working towards. And I'm going to read to you this first card so you can get your initial message. And there's a cat fight outside. I don't know if you can hear that. I think that's an interesting thing to have pop up right before I give you this message. So I take these things as our messages that are included. And the cat fight is interesting. Embrace the magic within all of your day-to-day experiences. Think back to the days of childhood when anything could happen. Begin to expect the unexpected. Many small yet wonderful surprises are coming your way. This is the calling of the universe to return to childlike wonder and belief that anything can happen. Look for the magical in the mundane and watch it as life transforms from the ordinary into the mystical adventure of the unexpected. You've been called to follow the path of the witch, or esoteric path. That's why you're here. It's very clear. Now, it doesn't have to be something literally that, but you have been awakened to your magic, to your inner magic. Magic can be whatever you choose it to be: energy, your talents, your skills, your abilities, however you want to interpret that is right for you. So with a cat fight that just happened, my other cat coming out here and is curious about it, I get the sense of competition. Perhaps you've had some jealous people of you in the past. Maybe you've been working with that. Some people have been acting jealous towards you. Some people have been picking fights with you or trying to pick fights with you, trying to start drama with you, acting perhaps really territorial. Maybe you're feeling a lot of competition. You're trying to start something and you've been feeling a lot of competition, and maybe things aren't working out the way you're planning or hoping to. And now you're at this crossroads and you just don't know which direction to go in. And this reading is, you've just been awakened big time. We have the High Priestess here as the current energy. And we have there's a circle and waves. And the waves reminds me of the sign of Aquarius. And we just stepped into Pluto and Aquarius energy. This is a long cycle. It's going to go for 20 years. And we just came out of Pluto in Capricorn. So think back, since I think it's 2008 is when Pluto first went into Capricorn. I can't remember exactly, but it's around there. So if you go back in time to that time, you think of all of the things that have happened in your life since then, this is the next evolutionary step. There's been a shift, a very big shift. We can all feel it, and you can definitely feel it. You have been awoken to your psychic abilities. So you will be inundated with 333, 222, 777, 444, 1010, 1111, 1212. Be repeating numbers. They happen like 4424 or 141 or 161 or 363 or 272. And so the two, it'll be three numbers. The first and third number will be the same, and the middle number will change. And you will see that a lot. That's you coming into alignment with your purpose. Okay. So if you've been seeing those numbers, that's been telling you you've been coming in alignment with your purpose, and now you're ready to step into your purpose. You are definitely ready to step into that big scary thing that you've been wanting to do, but you've been held back from for whatever different reasons. A lot of that is often ourselves, but you'll know. This is a group reading, so you take what resonates and we leave the rest. But so if we come back here to High Priestess and Three of Pentacles, I like pulling two different tarot decks because it allows us to see multiple cards that are coming out, and you have Six of Cups twice. There was another one that came out twice. Nine of Pentacles came out twice as well. So with Six of Cups, we're thinking about reminiscing. It's the nostalgia, something about your past. And I see it's something you've been nurturing for a long time. And I see that with the Nine of Pentacles. This is about you wanting to feel independent. You really want independence. You want to feel strong on your own. And you've been really trying to make that happen. And, at the past, we have Three of Pentacles. You've built a community for yourself. Now, this could be a community of like a coven. I really strongly get witch vibes here, that you've been called onto the path of the witch. You will know because you'll just keep finding things cross your path about it. And I would say social media, but with the FYP pages the algorithms can often show you what you've been watching. So do have some real discernment around that. But I'm talking just random things, like if someone talks about it, or you hear a news clip about it, or you hear some like a song lyrics or other things, like random things have been calling you onto your path, and you have been stepping into your path. So that's what you've been doing. And, you've probably been dealing with a lot of heavy competition, I feel here, maybe infighting, or just feeling like you can't compete with others, or, maybe you've been comparing yourself to others and seeing them as being more successful than you, and you're just not achieving things. You're just not doing the things that other people are doing more successfully. And because that's definitely in your subconscious here. We have Six of Wands, and then we have Six of Cups, two sixes. Sixes is about community. It's about family. It's about nurturing and loving. And so I do feel here that you have been reminiscing a lot about the past, but I think that you have been successfully creating something in the past. You have managed to turn the sour grapes of the past into sweet, sweet wine. And pardon me if you don't agree with alcohol references. Basically what I'm saying here, I mean magic in your cup. You're filling your cup with magic, and you've been drinking magic. You've been turning the sour grapes into magic. You've been turning something that shouldn't be beautiful into something extravagantly beautiful. So you've been working at that, and it hasn't been easy. You've had to really overcome some obstacles. Because I really get the sense here of reminiscing from something in the past, that maybe a time where you were happy and maybe you haven't been feeling so happy. Or maybe you're just feeling kind of bored. But you have been very much working on your psychic abilities. Maybe you picked up tarot, or you just started studying it, or you've been interested in it. You've definitely been called to awakening your psychic ability, your intuition. And so, you've been thinking about how to now move forward with this. Some of you might feel like there's turbulent emotions happening underneath. You're definitely rising above it, though. And they do kind of threaten to, come back in a way. but you're holding strong here. And that's what you were supposed to do with King of Cups. And we have the Chariot in as for your actions moving forward. I can see that, you're meant to just go for it. Go for it. Don't let any of those I can'ts or negative emotions, those heavy emotions that can really pull us down, don't let them get the better of you. This is about you keeping your head above the water. Breathe the sweet air, because, fill your lungs, fill your heart with joy, and go after what you want with exuberance, with gusto. Don't let anything hold you back. That's really what this message here is. And it's like, you might be feeling bogged down by the heavy things in the world, or just maybe even just personal things that have been difficult. But this is saying it's time to rekindle that childlike joy. 6 of Cups. It's time to find things that used to make you really happy. And I think you probably had a lot of psychic experiences in your childhood. You're losing your disbelief. You're releasing the doubt. And you're now stepping into the knowing era here. You're starting to understand. You're starting to see the path unfold before you. And this is because your intuitive ability has very much come online in a very strong and powerful way. And you've been working on it. And you want to somehow use this newfound gift, or this gift that you've always had but are ready to realize, to use. You're wondering how to do it so that you can sustain yourself. Maybe you're looking to make a business around it. It could be you want it to be your life. And I could see that, with in your subconscious, the 2 6s, you just want the sweetness of success. That's what you're really looking for. You want that sweet success feeling. You want to stand out and unafraid with your gifts, proudly being bold and showing your gifts. Because here at the outcome, we have 3 of Cups and Ace of Swords. It's basically saying the outcome here is you unlocking the knowing. You're unlocking the knowing of everything. And you'll finally see, your community, your true community. You've been trying to build a community for some time. You're trying to look for community, and you're about to find it. Because you've been sent on that path. You're meant to do that. You're meant to create a community around you of people that you are, that you can continue life with, that you want there for life. Lifelong friends, lifelong family, that kind of vibe is what I'm getting, where it's a community of people you really love and you really want them to be in your life. And that could be also having to do with finding or relocating to a place. Some of you might actually be wanting to buy land, maybe with some people, and you're just looking for that. There's a lot of hopes and dreams in here, okay? This reading has a lot of hopes and dreams, and this particular deck had a lot of frantic energy in it. So I can feel like you've really been working hard at this, and it's something you really want, and you've been wanting it for a very long time. And you will know the path to get there very soon. It's coming clear. And part of this message is through embracing those things that you loved as a childhood, in your childhood, things that happened to you when you were young that you can't explain. Embrace them, move forward with them. So here we have your guiding, your North Star. This is the message of the direction to go. Again, we have 6 of Cups and 2 of Cups. So I see you finding the community of breaking bread together and sharing love together. And I really get the sense of coming together with other people and feeling loved. And the 6 of Cups is here. It's about something in your childhood that happened that is very magical to you. Maybe it's something you've always held in your heart. This could just be a dream, either an actual dream or a dream as in a goal or something you want to achieve. But it could also just be something that happened that you're not sure if it was a dream or did this really happen? We have those memories too. So there's a lot of different memories to tap into, but there's some memory from your childhood that really it wants you to visit. It wants you to listen to what's message that it has to say. Something of innocence and sweetness. Something that'll make you really happy. So let's take some oracle cards now to get a bit more of a message here. All right then. So we have the answers you need are coming. Full moon in Gemini. Okay, yes, that's what I was talking about with the Ace of Swords here as part of your outcome with the key, because Hecate comes when we're at a crossroads to show you the direction. So you're ready to see the direction that you're meant to go in. You're ready to know it. And because of that, this is how you're going to shine. It's basically, this is what's in you. I have the feeling, okay, with Six of Wands in your subconscious, this is your subconscious mind wanting recognition, wanting to be in the spotlight, wanting to be successful, wanting to taste that kind of success. We have Nine of Pentacles, where it's, it's self-made. You want to be self-made. And this is saying embrace that. Like, you don't have to feel, maybe you feel like you don't, that path isn't for you, or you're not sure, but because your intuition has been very strong lately. And there's just something, it's like you're missing something, a missing piece. You're trying to solve a puzzle you're trying to solve, and you have a missing piece. And you just know if you find the answer, you get this missing piece, you'll know what to do. And this is saying it's coming. The answers you need are coming, and this is going to be from within your own mind. So it's a realization, a ha-ha moment you're going to have. All right, let's take one more oracle card and see. Evolve into your complexity. There's a documentary that just came. It was about My Octopus Friend, I think it was called. You might want to watch that movie. I think it would be very uplifting and sweet for you. There's an octopus message here, and I think an octopus is going to be a very powerful message for you coming up here. If you see an octopus or have references to it, you're going to find it popping up in your life a bit more. You need to learn about octopus. There's something about it. It has a key to your opportunity here. And there's third eye here coming up twice, which has the meaning of having inner sight. So you being able to see from within your own mind the right answers of what to do. Because you have that ability, and that's definitely coming out strong here in this reading, and it's something you've always had, and it's something now you're trying to pursue. And it's going to work out for you very well. The answers you need are coming. The way that you're going to shine is that you will achieve a community of people that love you and want you to be with them. And you will find absolute and complete joy here. Your heart will be filled with love. And for some of you, that means a community online that you've created. So if you're creating, maybe you're looking to get a big Instagram following or a TikTok following or something, YouTube, whatever. I have a feeling that that's what you're wanting. But this is more than just creating a bunch of followers. It's more than that. This is a followers who absolutely adore you. They love you, and you love them. All right. Thank you so much for joining me. Do hit that subscribe button because I would love to have you back. I focus a lot on how you shine. This is a series that I like to do. And so I would do more videos on this. If this is a topic you enjoy, please do hit that subscribe button because I definitely will be having more videos for that. Share this video with anyone you think might like it. And thank you so much for joining me. Bye now. Hello, Group 2, and welcome to your reading. You have chosen this card, which has the number 7 on it. So this is a message for how your star, how you're finally ready to shine bright like a star. That was the intention I had with this reading, was to bring through a message from Hecate. This reading is for whether you're working with these energies, the goddess energies, or not. So it's symbolic, and it just simply means that you're kind of answering a calling. You're at a crossroads. You've been seeing a lot of repeating numbers, and I mean inundated, as in you can't escape it. 11, 11, 12, 12, 10, 10, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, all the numbers. And also, if you've been seeing numbers that are patterns, like where the first and third will be 3 numbers, and the first and third will be the same, and the middle will change. So 1, 3, 1, or 6, 9, 6, or 2, 1, 2, or 4, 7, 4, whatever. So you just see those kinds of numbers a lot, especially recently. Then these are all calling numbers. They're all awakening you up to something. And it means you're falling into alignment and you're ready to step into your path and of your purpose. And this is how you're going to shine. I'm going to read to you the message from that card. That'll help give you a little bit more of an overview here. It's called the Bull Guide. The Bull Guide appears to offer you strength as you move through your life. He imparts the teaching and wisdom of standing strong and firm when you need to, and not allowing others to cross your personal boundaries. Look at the situations happening around you at this time. Bull Guide is here to help you be firm whenever and whenever you need to be. He wants to remind you that you are strong and you are deeply supported as you find your way to your own self-empowerment. And I read that as self-employment at first. So when we come over here to King of Pentacles, we have King of Pentacles, and the 5 of Wands is your current position. So I see you as somebody who is in business. You are trying to create a business. Self-employment is highlighted here. If it's not that, it's very similar to the energies of the first group, which is about being self-reliant. And so I feel that that's very much your need to fulfill here as well. This is more for those of you who have dependents, or you are kind of dependent. So this might, for example, be, a mother who stays at home with her children and her, partner works. And so he could be a father too, is taking care of the children, but also wants to start a business, and, feeling that pressure of both worlds colliding. So there's that kind of an energy here, but it's also the energy of fighting yourself against like this. You have the ability to be a very stable, successful person. It's definitely part of who you are. And I think you've been isolating yourself for some time now. And I think you've been going through a lot. I feel like you've taken some hits, some losses, and you're just feeling somewhat defensive. And you might be on the defensive right now. And you're wondering, I get the sense of really wanting peace in your life here, and just wanting to know how to balance it all and how to move forward and how to feel stable and secure. There's a feeling of insecure here. And I don't mean insecure as in you feel like you're not worthy. It's more of an insecurity as in you feel like, am I going to be able to pay the bills? Am I going to be able to survive this? Am I going to, I think of this pile as a little more on that side of things, where you're feeling unstable right now. There's an instability feeling here, and you're wanting to know if that's coming. And what this message here is, what you're being guided for here is you need to move in that direction of peace through boundaries. This is about you shielding yourself from any drama. Turn off any social media posts that feel very triggering. You don't want to be triggered right now. This is about you putting yourself first. And you've been doing that. So, I think you felt competitive vibes in the past. You've been feeling at odds with yourself too, with trying to make things work, and it's been very difficult for you. And so you've retreated. I think that you're very overwhelmed by the stimulation. It get overstimulated, and in the past, it's a sense of overstimulation and not knowing how to fit in. Like you just kind of feel like you're the odd one out, and so you kind of sat out. You've retreated. You've been hermit mode for a while. We have hermit as the past. So yeah, you've been definitely in hermit mode. You've been hiding out, doing a lot of self-reflection too, because when we have here your lessons, we have 9 of Pentacles and we have the Wheel of Fortune, and both of these have doorways. So your lesson here is that there is always the door to success is always there. That that some things are just out of your control. We can't control certain things. We're not able to change the outcomes of certain things. It's just not in our ability. There's only our own actions that we can change. Everything else is out of our control. And you're coming to peace with that. And I get the sense of you coming to a real sense of peace around that, of letting go, of just having an acceptance that, shit can go sideways, but that's life. And I'm going to not let those moments take me out. And learning where to set up boundaries where, I don't want to go out right now. I don't want to go to this party right now. I feel too overstimulated. I want to stay home. And there's nothing wrong with that. So it's finding that kind of a balance, and also finding people in your life who share that kind of feeling. They understand and they don't push. And I you would definitely on this path of wanting to just walk, to be self-sufficient. You just want to be able to provide. You just need to be able to provide. And I think that's what the path you're on right now. And you're wondering how to do this. And you're subconscious. You have 4 of Pentacles and 2 of Pentacles. That's you trying to find that balance, finding that way of being able to take care of the people that you take care of, and taking care of yourself, and having to juggle a few different things at the same time. So that could be parenthood and working, or it could be having to find 2 different jobs to work, or trying to build a business on your own, but also having to work a job, all kind of different ways. It just depends on your own life. This is, take what resonates and leave the rest. But what you're being asked to do here, the Judgment card is coming in very strongly as an action card here with this fox coming out of the skies. Your ancestors are knocking on your door. They really want you to hear them. With the aurora, this year has been nothing but auroras. We've had so many. So I get the sense of going out into the sky and looking at things, marveling in a sense of wonder, because there your ancestors will be. And so we're just crossed over loved ones, if you would like to think of it that way. And if you like to think of it as just the energy of that, of the lessons of the past, of the knowledge and the wisdom that has been passed down to you from the people that you used to know, like people who you've loved before, your ancestors, your great-grandmother, your great-great-grandmother, your great-great-grandfather. And finding that sense of community, like finding a community, finding friends who share love for peace. Not everybody loves peace. I think that's become very clear recently. Some people just really love when things are in chaos, but you just want things to be peaceful, and you are getting there. You're getting to a much more stable place. So the outcome here, we have 5 of Swords and Knight of Swords, but this bird is just, it has its eye on what it wants, the food, probably that's the bird, and it's going, and it's going to shoot down probably fish in the sea. It sees it's going for it, and this is you going for it. And with 5 of Swords, this 5 of Swords, she's not fighting anyone. She's sitting, looking at the knives, the swords, with an old dead carcass. So this is you realizing, letting old arguments, old fights, old things go. You're not putting up your defenses anymore. This is you putting your swords down. And, sometimes it's better just to agree to disagree, and not, for your own peace. You know what I mean? Like, it's You don't have to agree with them. You don't have to like them. But just for your own peace, let them be. Just let it be. You can't fight it always. You can't always. There's certain battles that cannot be won. And it's about understanding when to put your swords down and not fight. And that's your outcome here. So that's you seeing that way through. So your guiding star here is a Hierophant, and your North Star, your guidance, is the Hierophants and the Temperance. And you can see there's a wolf with a lamb. So, they might normally, the wolf is hunting the lamb, I suppose, but they're peacefully coexisting. And I sense that there's a peaceful coexistence that's coming. Some of you might be in a very volatile workplace too, or your job requires you to work with people that you just don't like. But I get this sense here of you letting it go. Letting it go, you have your boundaries. You know when to walk away from a fight. You know when things are not worth fighting over. You're creating peace for yourself. And these are lessons that have been passed down through your lineage. So this is knowledge that has been from your ancestors, or from, your grandmother, your great-grandmother, your great-grandfather, and things that they have been through. You need to look at their past. What's the history there? Start asking some questions even, talk to other family members that knew them when, or read about them, learn about them, about the time that they lived in. Where did they live? Did they have to go through war? Did they have to go through famine? Did they have to go through, what did they go through? How did they survive it? And what did they do? And what skills did they have? What businesses did they run? These are all part of your lineage. They're part of your DNA, they're part of who you are. And I think that's what the message here is, to look back into the past and see your own ancestry and how they manage things. And so I think there's a real sense of people who are watching right now of you're very scared about your future. Like you fear it. And it's a real fear. There's a real threat. That's what I sense. And for some of you, it's going to be a lot more dramatic than others. So take it as it resonates. Don't make it fit if it doesn't fit, is what I want to say here. But that's what I sense here. I sense there's a real survival feeling. Whether it's true or not, that's how you feel. You feel like you need to survive. And you will survive. And you will survive peacefully. And this is by you setting up boundaries and not looking at the news so much, and not doom scrolling, and not looking for trouble. You know what I mean? Like, don't look for it. You really protect your peace, and just be around other people who find the community that supports you and loves you, and stay there. Stay there and look to your past, look to your ancestry, look to your history to see there's answers there for you, basically. And so how you're going to shine here, you're going to go for it. Okay. Maybe you're feeling held back right now, but it's like you're going to break free and you're going to go for it. And it's going to happen when you put your swords down, when you stop fighting and you protect your peace, and you aren't allowing any negativity to come into your space, and you're just keeping your eye on the prize. Eye on the prize. That's what I kind of see here. And that's how you're going to shine, because you're going to get it. But it's going to come through you finding that sense of peace. And this is how you're going to shine. You're going to be somebody who is focused, very focused and unshakable. And I think that's exactly what you needed to hear, because I think that you're feeling the opposite of that. But very soon, how you're going to shine is in your unshakable determination to get it done, and to find that peaceful place of coexistence. You will find it. It is there. It is there. So I ended the reading and I put all of the cards away, and then I realized I did not do your oracles. So let's do your oracles now for a little extra message for how you're ready to shine. Wait a minute. Keep trying, it says. Keep trying. Don't give up. All right. I also heard in my head, don't let the bastards get you down. Take it as it resonates. All right. So we have self-worth, love, value, respect. And it's a pig sitting on coins. And I think that is a message that goes back to what we saw with the 5 of Swords as the outcome. And the bully guide is you not letting others disrespect you, not others get in your way. You're looking for those communities of people who love you because you love yourself. You're respecting yourself by setting these boundaries, by not engaging in, behavior or in toxic situations with others, and leaving that stuff behind by you just being completely focused on your goals. This is how you're going to achieve that. That's how you're going to shine. You're going to have a lot of people are going to really see you for how much you're respected. You're going to be very respected. That's how you're going to shine. People respect you. It's like you're going to have that ability to keep away the trolls. They're not going to find you. They're not going to find you. And if they do find you, you just aren't going to let them get to you. You're not going to let it get to you. Your dreams need a practical plan. That's what I got with all of you need to go focus on it. You need to focus on it. Your goals that you're trying to achieve with the starting a business, self-employment, or just being able to make more money, whatever. I get the sense there that you just want to feel stable. The sense of stability is going to come from really having a practical plan, and that's going to be by being focused and by not letting other people get in your way. And this is so how you're going to shine. How do these 2 cards mean that you're going to shine? You are going to have that plan. You are going to achieve your dreams. You are going to reach your goals because you're not going to let anybody rattle you anymore. You're not going to be derailed anymore. Nothing is going to derail you anymore. You're focused. You've learned when to walk away. And you've learned to live and let live, let bygones be bygones with certain people. And know that we have to coexist. And this is going to elevate you to new heights. You'll see how it plays out. It sounds, but come back in about 6 months maybe to this reading and you'll see how these things are going to play out in your life. How you're going to find that sense of your worth is going to come from knowing that you deserve to have peace. And by having peace, that means cutting out people who disrupt that peace, and also learning how to coexist, because sometimes you can't help it. If you have a job that, you can't quit or you can't leave, it's a good job maybe, but there's that coworker that's just always, they're bothering you, they're fighting with you, or they're a problem for you. This is about you not even noticing that anymore. It's like it's a coexisting thing. You've learned to turn it off and to ignore it and just let them be. And you'll find that they will stop fighting with you too. You're going to find peace. You're going to shine because you're going to feel very peaceful to others too. Yeah, that's how it's going to be for you. All right. Thank you so much for joining me. Do subscribe to my channel. I'd love to have you back. These readings I do quite a few times. I like doing this topic about how you shine in all the different ways. And so thank you so much for joining me. Share this reading with others if you feel like they might also benefit from this reading. Do leave a comment if you so choose to. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for joining me. Bye now.